Today it's a new type of challenge because we welcome back our old friend. The wheel is back and he's got some surprises in for us this time. It's going to dictate to us how many outfield player roles we're allowed to use, what roles we're going to use, then we attempt to make the best tactic possible.
Football.
That's right folks, the wheel is back, the wheel of doom some would say, and today we have to decide how many outfield roles we will use in our tactic. Spinning, 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 spinning. Is it going to be 8? It's going to be 4. Only 4. So we're going to need defenders. So let's start off with what type of centre-back we're going to do. I'm thinking with only 4 roles, we're going to go 3 at the back. But let's see. We've got ball-playing defender, libero, wide centre-back, no-nonsense centre-back, or just a standard centre-back. You just knew it, didn't you? You just knew it. I mean, luckily we have experience with the old libero. Fullbacks, we will get to use, it looks like, wing-backs. So that's 2 roles down. I've got liberos with wing-backs. So I've only got 2 more roles left. So I'm going to have to do midfield and striker. And that's it. Bog standard central midfield. So now it's time for the last role, and that will be one of the striker roles. So it's either going to be 2 or 3 of these in the team. What a cocktail this is. CF is complete forward. Liberos, wing-backs, bog standard central midfielders, and complete forwards. Let's go over to Turkey and Besiktas for this one. So we now know the roles we're allowed to use. Libero, wing-back, central midfielder, blank canvas, and complete forward. Those are the 4. I guess we have 2 options here. We can either go double libero in a back 4 like this, and have wing-backs on the outside. And then maybe 3 central midfielders and 3 strikers, like a 4-3-3. So something like that is one option. I'd just worry a bit, obviously, that the defensive area is going to be a bit exposed because these guys are going to move up to there most of the time. And they're going to be bombing on anyway. So who drops back? Even if I put him on defend, he isn't going to drop back far enough. Another option is a back 5 where we could either lose a midfielder or maybe a striker like that and have 3 liberos. Or the other option is to go 3 up top like that, push these guys forward a bit for a goal threat. Let's have a look. Tried the back 4 in the preseason friendlies. It wasn't really working. We're a bit all over the place. We look good going forward, largely due to the wing backs and the central midfielders. But going the other way, there was too many gaps. The liberos were getting caught out, no cover. Rethink. So I changed to a back 3 in this game against Lille, and it just clicked. Yes, we conceded a couple of goals, but that is always going to happen with the liberos. But going forward, we look super slick, and the complete forwards combining beautifully with the central midfielders. We stomped a 6-goal win against a really good French team, and you can see the layout we've got there. This will probably be our final tactic. Let's take a look.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So we are into October now. Things have gone okay. We'll get to that shortly. But this is what we've gone with. We've gone with triple liberos. I've gone ballsy as you like. 1 holding, 2 support, 2 central midfielders on attack, 2 wing backs on attack, and then the complete forward front line, 2 on attack, 1 on support. We've embraced the carnage. Let's just go for it. We've got attacking team mentalities down here with a balanced overall mentality. I'm using the Stinger Zeo tactical style. That's a new tactic video that's going up on the 2nd channel. It started alright, you know, it started alright. First of all, the negatives. We did get knocked out of the Conference League by Dynamo Kyiv. We got a bit of a battering away from home. In the return game, we battered them, but just couldn't score enough goals, so we went out 3-5. But now the positives. When we get the ball, we are a nuts attacking threat. So we've got the 2 liberos there, the 3 of them, sorry, combining. You can see how high up my wing backs are. Look at the front lot. So we've got 3 complete forwards and 2 central midfielders on attack, completely overloading. So if we can get the wing backs free, it means they've got so many players to aim at. This is the wide complete forward, feeding it to the central midfielder on attack. Here's one of my wing backs. Patience, options everywhere. You will notice, however, that we have absolutely nobody back. So this season's going to be a bit of a thrill ride. Back to this match, he finds the left wing back. He's got all sorts to aim for. Lovely. The movement from the complete forwards and central midfielders continue to cause havoc. There's the big problem. That ball over the top will always be an issue. But my thinking is, if we can outscore the opposition this year, we will win more matches than we lose. So that was a 6-2 league win. And the start to the season had been pretty good. The only loss was away to Fenerbahce, but if you consider they're probably the best team in Turkey, we only lost 3-2 away from home playing that formation. So this is what we're going for the season. We're just going to attack and see what happens. The 3 complete forwards, them 3 will probably stay the same. I like Rafa because he's more of an attacking midfielder, so he will naturally drop back a bit, hopefully. Everywhere else will probably rotate a bit. I'll stick it in Patreon so you can give it a go. Let's get up to Christmas and see what happens.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
As expected, it was a bit of a thrill ride, but it's always good when you play one of your big rivals like Galatasaray and absolutely batter them. So they had absolutely no idea how to handle us, and if you look at this now, how many players do we have in the box? We beat our big rivals 5-1, and then we won the Turkish Super Cup by putting another 5 past them. So on New Year's Eve, things were going well. We'd lost a couple of matches, and although we sat down in 6th, we are still in it. There's only 6 points from 6th to the top. And as expected, we've scored a ton of goals, 52 in the 18 matches. We've conceded 24, but if we continue to score this many, we might be alright here.
I've never heard so much rubbish in my life.
So average positions with this tactic should be pretty interesting. With the ball, it looks pretty standard. It doesn't take into account the late bursts by the liberos. Without the ball, again, back in shape, not a problem there. For an overall shape of that, I think that's actually quite deceiving when you watch it in the match. Take this match, for example, if I pause it there, that's one of my complete forwards. My wing back is now the most advanced player on the pitch. Here we've got one of the central midfielders breaking forward as well. So you can see the movement. And don't even start me on the 2 liberos, the support ones getting forward. So you can see the average positions that it gave you is pretty false because we've got everybody, literally everybody, in the opposition half. Right, we're in March now. Things have gone disgustingly well. The 3 strikers are loving life and the chemistry from the team is getting there near perfection. Rebic has done great with 20 goals, 17 and 24 in the league, playing as the wider complete forward. Rafa, like we thought, dropping into a more of an assist role with 14 as the drop-off complete forward. And we've got Big Vincent here as well, doing his bit, 10 goals, 6 assists. Things are going well. It also helps we've got over 15 goals combined from our liberos. Disappointingly, we got knocked out of the Turkish Cup. We probably should have done better as well. But other than that, so far, we've absolutely nailed this second half of the season. And quite shockingly, we have shot up to top of the league. This league is so tight, but a good run has seen us go top. In 30 matches, we've now scored 86 times. We're nearly at 3 a match, and we're not leaking as many goals as I thought we would. I thought I'd be more likely to get sacked, but we're gunning for the title here. Now, we've got about 8 or 9 matches left, and the big one stands out like a sore thumb. It's Galatasaray away. We beat them 5-1 at home. They're second in the league at the minute, but they've got a game in hand, so they're probably going to go top. So it's all going to be on that Galatasaray match. And leading up to that Galatasaray match, we continue to win. In fact, I think we won every match. That's the libero getting forward, supplying the complete forward. And there you see it. We have been on a fantastic run. It means going into this Galatasaray match, we have 3 matches to go. We've got 2 clear. We beat Galatasaray. We are unbelievably going to win this league.
Are you ready?
So remember, we beat these lot 5-1 at our place. I think they remembered it, because they just opened up against us. They just killed us on the counter-attack. Look at the gaps they've got. They're exploiting the liberos. And in the title decider, we decided to leave Icardi with all the room in the world. Tactic exposed. Galatasaray thump us 5-1. We end up missing out on the league by 4 points, despite only losing 5 matches all season. We smashed in an incredible 115 goals. We did concede 52 for a goal difference of 63. For a little period there, I thought we were going to pull it off with 4-player roles. I thought we were going to get that league title. What a fun tactic to watch though. Fun, but on the way back, counter-attacking, it's scary because these 3 just do not care about staying in their own half. We have got a much higher defensive line. To make this a bit more solid, you could obviously drop this back to lower, standard, whatever. But I was just thinking, let's go all-out attack. And it nearly worked for us. And if you look at the analyst report, you can see we created 56 more chances than our opposition. And the formations we faced, none of them really got the better of us, other than a 5-2-3 wide, but that was only in 2 matches. The most popular tactics you'll come up against, your 4-2-3-1s, it murdered them. Even a 4-4-2, quite surprisingly, and a 4-3-3. So the big 3, it murdered them. There's obviously easy ways you can fix this tactic, such as the defensive line, or even scaling back a couple of liberos to normal defenders. But if you want a new version of an attacking tactic, that is a surprising beauty. So I did stick some player instructions on there to try and help us out a bit. I'll put them on the end of the video if you're not a member of the Patreon. Oh, it was close.